Hello students, welcome to my channel Site Clarity. Today's our topic is photosynthesis in higher plants. So actually starting with how does the photosynthesis occurs in higher plants? So first let us understand what exactly a photosynthesis is. Photosynthesis is the process which takes place in the plant in order to prepare their food. So as we know that plant is a producer which can prepare their own food with the help of sunlight. So, in the word photosynthesis, if you see photosynthesis, the word is split into two as photo and synthesis. Photo means light. Which light here we are talking about? The sunlight. And synthesis means to make. So, to make food with the help of sunlight is called as photosynthesis. So now when we are talking only about the sunlight, sunlight is an ultimate source of energy. So if the sunlight wasn't present, plant could not have made their food with the help of photosynthesis. So the ultimate source of energy, that is sunlight, is being captured by the plants, which is also called autotrophs. Why are they called autotrophs? Because they can prepare their own food. So these autotrophs during food chain or the food web, so if these plants are eaten by the herbivores, for example sheep, so these sheep or the herbivores are directly dependent on the plants. There are many animals which are indirectly dependent on plants. Again, for example, like herbivores, we have taken an example of sheep. Sheep is eaten by the carnivores, that is example is lion. So, lion indirectly depends on plants for the food through the sheep. So, this is just an example how each and every organism on this earth is dependent on the plant for their food. So basically when we are talking about photosynthesis, photosynthesis is the process of making the food. Before this, we have also studied what is respiration, which simply means breaking of the food to release energy. So the food which is made during the process of photosynthesis is being broken down during the process of respiration to release energy required for the body. So if you just look at the example given there, you will understand how plant is important to each and every organism on this earth to survive. Now, if you just look at the equation given below, first what we have as a raw material required for the photosynthesis is the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide we are getting through the atmosphere, water we are getting from the roots, and the sunlight just now we have studied that we are getting from the sun, and the chlorophyll which is present in the leaf. All these four things come together to form food of the plant, that is the glucose plus energy plus oxygen. So this is the simple equation of an photosynthesis wherein 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 6 molecules of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll forms the food, which is the glucose plus 6 O2. Now, when we are talking about how to define a photosynthesis, if you just look there, I have divided the definition into three parts. That photosynthesis is a physiochemical endothermic process where light energy is converted into chemical energy. Now, when we are talking about the first part of the definition, that is physiochemical. Physio means what? Something physically, something is happening. For example, the sunlight is falling on the leaf. So that is the physio process. And chemical. Chemical means what? The chemical reaction which we just now which we have seen. So that is the physiochemical process as well as endothermic process. Now, why is this photosynthesis process called endothermic process? Why? Because here energy is required to make this glucose. Now, here what is happening? 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, they are coming together forming a bond to form a glucose. That means what? They are coming together and forming a bond. It simply means it requires energy. The process requires energy. So it is called as endothermic process. And the last part of definition is where the sunlight, the light energy of the sun is getting converted into chemical energy. So this is a basic definition of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a physiochemical endothermic process where light energy is converted into chemical energy. Thank you.